at 11.
Good evening, I'm Caroline Mueller. The East Kentucky Leadership Foundation is hosting its annual conference this week, celebrating the leaders that make their communities and this region a better place. WYMT's Buddy Forbes shares a look at the event that put a spotlight on this year's award winners.
The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home.
An award ceremony celebrating Appalachian advocates.
They're on the same mission, and that's to make Eastern Kentucky the best.
Every year, it's a great privilege to get to select leaders who have demonstrated remarkable devotion to their communities.
The East Kentucky Leadership Awards brought movers and shakers from throughout the mountains to the stage in Manchester.
Professional, fair, unbiased, trustworthy.
Inviting Governor Andy Beshear to share in the celebration.
Talk about the incredible work being done by local leaders in government, in nonprofits, in business, to reflect on how far we've come these last 5 years, but what the opportunity is ahead of us.
Governor Beshear said highlighting the work of the 8 recipients of this year's awards gives people a look at the projects and the partnerships that power a region.
Kentucky and what we're all about and what we're capable of.
We're recognizing a lot of people tonight who don't always get credit. So to say thank you is an incredible testament to their work, and it's also the right thing to do.
Recognizing progress and potential while planting seeds for future work.
But it also encourages other people to do the same. Now, talking about somebody's great work might inspire that next person. And we need everybody out there doing everything they can to make life better for our people. And there's so many inside that are doing just that.
Showing the region what it means to be a leader.
It is because of folks like tonight's recipients that we can truly say, you're home here.
In Clay County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The awards showcase also included special music from Chastity Gilbert. Organizers say they are now planning for the final day of the conference tomorrow. The conference will continue with another day of sessions and youth entrepreneurship discussions, and organizers say they are excited to see what ideas and innovation come from the breakouts. Those will include discussions about barriers, disaster resilience, and more.
And we're hoping to have good attendance tomorrow for our concurrent sessions to dig in deeper on important elements of entrepreneurship.
Day 2 of the event will begin at 8 in the morning and close out after a luncheon with a message from the Appalachian Regional Commission Federal Co-Chair Gail Manchin. Gary Schoniger's newly released book, The Entrepreneurial Mindset Advantage, The Hidden Logic That Unleashes Human Potential, is for more than just people who own a business. Schoniger went on an Eastern Kentucky book tour, sharing ways in which the entrepreneurial mindset is worthwhile for everyone.
Like, employers want this way of thinking. The entrepreneurial mindset exposes opportunities, it energizes us, and it helps us cultivate the attitudes and skills that will enable us to thrive.
He stopped in Hazard, Pikeville, Somerset, Middlesboro, Harlan, Berea, London, and the East Kentucky Leadership Awards.
Well, as advertised, we had showers and thunderstorms push through eastern Kentucky. Now they're starting to dwindle down as we go throughout the overnight hours. Here's the latest with live pinpoint Doppler radar right now, and you can see just a little bit of shower activity over towards portions of Lawrence County, Wayne County, in West Virginia, a little bit of Elliott County as well. So we'll clear out as we go throughout the overnight hours. Friday will start off looking dry as well, but then the rain and thunderstorm chances pick up again. Right now, the big contender is fog. We're seeing our temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s. Our dew point is same in the 50s and 60s. When you get those numbers close together, that's when you start to see that dense fog. And you can see right here the visibility. 1 mile visibility in Hazard, half mile in Harlan, just under 8 miles in Manchester, under 10 miles in Irvin. So if you have travel plans and you take it to Hazard, Harlan area, Just please allow yourself extra time to get to your destination. Now, when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s will greet you. We'll make a run for the mid 70s tomorrow, but again, thunderstorm chances are in the forecast. We'll have that forecast as well as the Hillbilly Days forecast coming up in the first alert forecast in a few minutes. Caroline.
Eric, thank you. A Johnson County woman is behind bars after police say she was driving under the influence with a child in her care. Police were called to a Dollar General in Prestonsburg last weekend. When police arrived, they noticed Elizabeth Baker's vehicle stuck on a curb with a child in the car. They also noticed part of a fence torn. Baker told police she accidentally crashed. After failing multiple sobriety tests, she was taken to the Floyd County Jail. A Lawrence County man is facing charges after police say they found drugs in his possession. Police in Martin County responded to a call about an abandoned vehicle last Sunday. When police found Green Rainey on the side of the road on New Route 3, they say he was passed out behind the wheel. He was taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. Ramey appeared in court Tuesday where he waived his case to the grand jury. Earlier today, one Clay County elementary school entered a soft lockdown. Officials say Manchester Elementary School went into a soft lockdown due to a reported potential threat. In a Facebook post, officials say students were kept in their classrooms while school resource officers investigated the matter. The threat later turned out to be a hoax. After the investigation was over, the regular schedule was restored. Ahead of the Real ID deadline, a pop-up event proved to be extremely popular in Estill County today. The county hosted an opportunity for some folks to get their IDs without having to go to a regional office. They offer these local Real ID appointments twice a year, in April and in August. Today's pop-up clinic filled up quickly with all 36 appointments gone in just an hour.
I just think it's so much more convenient, and I certainly wish they would bring it back to the counties.
People that do not have a Real ID only have until May 7th to get one. They will soon be required to board domestic flights and visit some federal buildings and military bases. The Education Department will restart collections on federal student loans in default on May 5th, impacting at least 5 million borrowers. The Biden administration resumed repayments on federal student loans in 2023 after a COVID-era pause. But the Education Department hasn't collected on defaulted loans that have gone at least 270 days without payment since March of 2020. Sarah Austin, policy analyst for the National Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators, says the stops and starts have created some confusion.
With the long pause on payments as well as that on-ramp after the repayment pause, there has just been a lot of borrowers who are not used to the repayment landscape.
The Trump administration will also restart the Treasury Offset Program, which collects debts by garnishing federal and state payments like tax refunds. The Education Department is urging borrowers in default to start making a monthly payment, enroll in an income-driven repayment plan, or to sign up for loan rehabilitation. National Work Zone Awareness Week is wrapping up. Now, a new bill, House Bill 664, would direct the state's transportation cabinet to create a pilot program for automated speed enforcement in highway work zones. Citations would be issued to drivers going 10 miles per hour over the posted speed limit when there is at least one worker in a highway work zone. The bill is named the Jared Lee Helton Act of 2025. The Salyersville native died in 2019 after being hit in a construction site crash in Tennessee.
Even if you don't see people working, it can still be a dangerous situation. Crashes can still occur, especially with those different lane patterns that can often take people by surprise.
The bill's co-sponsor, Representative Rachel Rourke, says legislature will be looking at the effectiveness of the program before it becomes a permanent fixture of Kentucky highways. She says efficiency will be measured in how many citations are issued, staffing capabilities, and public feedback. Day one of Pikeville's annual Hillbilly Days Festival wrapped up earlier. As we look ahead to the second day, WYMT's McKinley Calandrino tells us what the festival is all about.
All hillbillies were warmly welcomed to Pikeville on Thursday for the opening day of Hillbilly Days.
Welcome to Pikeville.
A weekend of fun that many mark on their calendar year after year.
Everybody, every year, got it marked on their calendars to come out and see us.
What seems like a silly festival where folks dress up as hillbillies actually has a deeper meaning.
We came here in 2016 just as tourists, not having any idea what this was all about, and met some of the hillbilly Shriners and was so impressed with the fun they were having and then the fact that they were helping the children of Shriners Hospital. And we've been here every year since 2016.
Tommy and Carla lost their 12-year-old child to cystic fibrosis, making the festival even more meaningful to them.
We just have a place in our heart for special needs children.
Participating in all the fun and traditions of the Hillbilly Shriners, hats filled with pins and patches on their bibs from previous years to show their dedication. One Shriner even has his original bibs from the first festival in 1977.
They're getting a little bit war, but and I keep adding patches to them each year.
It takes some years to get here, just like his.
Fun traditions with a purpose.
Silly, fun stuff, but knowing that we do it all for the kids, that's what it's all about.
Supporting families and Hillbillies helping kids. In Pike County, McKinley Calandrino, WYMT Mountain News.
More details on Hillbilly Days are on our website. And if you do attend, make sure to stop by the WYMT booth and say hello.